A few lectures back, when I had to explain JPA repository, I had this slide up right here. So right now I'm just showing it again so that I can show you guys what we've done and where we are and what we're going to be doing in the next few lectures. So right now we have done pretty much everything from the implementation to the data store. Now, we didn't really have a lot to do in the data store. We really had to set up a database with a table. Well, not even a table because the application created a table for us, but we had to do the configuration. So we have to set up the configuration for the database and the configuration file in the application. And then we provided a username and a password, and then JPA and Spring Boot, did all the rest for us. So this is done. The data store is done. Now, again, if you really want to go in production and things like that, you probably will have to do some more configuration to secure the database, right? You will probably have to do that to make sure that the database is secure. But if you're not, really going into the production and you're just creating an application just to, you're learning, you want to test, then what we've done so far is enough. But if you were to go to production, then it would definitely need more configuration, and mostly from a security standpoint, to make sure that everything looks fine and your data store is secure and unauthorized users cannot access it. So we're good on the data store side of things. And we just finished the API service implementation. So we just really created a service, added all the other functionalities that we were missing in the service, and then we implemented those functionalities using our business logic and with the help of JPA, of course, which is why I had this slide up to explain all of this. So next, we're going to be focusing on creating the controller. And in that case, since this is an API, it's a RESTful API. So instead of you saying controller, which is exactly what it is, but they usually say a resource because it's a RESTful resource. But that's going to be the controller. And the point of having this controller is to expose the functionalities of the application to the external world, right? So there's no way for someone outside of the application to test the user service, right? There's no way we can do that. Let's say I want to send a request to test the user service. I can't really do that directly. I have to go through a controller. So that's what we're going to be focusing on, creating the other endpoints that we need to expose the other functionalities that we just added, expose them to the world so that, other applications can use them. We can use an HTTP client to test those endpoints. So once we're done adding all of the functionalities that we need for the controller or the resource, then we'll go ahead and test everything that we've built, everything. So I'm probably going to have maybe a couple videos to test everything so that I can show you how everything is working all together. So in the next videos, we're going to be finishing the controller or the resource, and then we're going to test. And then once we're done testing, that will be the end of the actual backend. The backend will be done and ready. And then we'll just, start working on the front end and then go from there. So I'll see you guys in the next lectures.